7:1. And it came to pass, when the king sat in his house, and the Lord had given him rest round about from all his enemies, that the king said unto Nathan the prophet, See now, I dwell in a house of cedar, but the ark of God dwelleth within curtains.
You hear that? That was David's heart. You see what he said? He said, look, man, the Lord has blessed me. I'm dwelling in this great house. I got my family and all these things. And the Lord's house is intense. So you'll see, when you read the Bible, you'll see a very select few men. They was always concerned with the Lord's house. Even today, when you look, it's not a lot of people that's concerned with the Lord's house, with the building of the Lord's house. Read it again.
From the top or second?
From the second verse.
Right. That the king said unto Nathan the prophet, See now, I dwell in a house of cedar.
Right.
But the ark of God dwelleth within curtains.
Read on.
And Nathan said to the king, Go, do all that is in thine heart, for the Lord is with thee.
Right, so that was in his heart to build the Lord's house. Give me Haggai 1:6. Give me Haggai 1:3, Grace. Haggai 1:3. So if you find the thing is, if you find yourself in that small amount of people that wake up in the morning and the Most High is on your mind, on what you can do for him, what type of offering you can bring forth to him. You know what I'm saying? Because even we do this, we started doing this just to reach our immediate family. But the Lord took it and received it as an offering. So this is an offering to the Most High that he's receiving. So this part of the building, when we sat around, not only do we build ourselves, but we shame the enemy, because the enemy mindset, or he trying to push this narrative out there that the Hebrew Israelites were just a bunch of black men that are mad at white people, mad at society, mad because we didn't have fathers and things like that. He tried to paint a narrative, but that's not the narrative. What we doing is building strong families, and we proof of that. So we shaming the enemy. And this is proof that if you do it by thus saith the Lord, you can build your children. And that's what we want. We want our children built. We don't want our children given to the enemy. So when part of giving this sacrifice, it's so much good that's coming out of it. We giving an offering to the Most High. We helping building his house, and at the same time, we building our house. Give me Haggai 1:3.
Haggai 1:3.
Bring it out.
Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses?
In your sealed houses.
In your sealed houses.
Right, a lot of people got the mindset that I got mine, I'm good. You can't have that mindset, you hear me? That's an evil mindset to have. I got mine, get yours. Read.
In this house lie waste.
Right, you got everything that you need, but the Lord's house is lying waste. And what's the Lord's house? Is his people. That's the Lord's house. Give me Trinity, give me 1 Corinthians 3:16. The Lord's house is his people, man. So read that again, Grace.
Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai the prophet, saying, Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses? In this house lie waste.
Right.
Now therefore, thus said the Lord of hosts, consider your ways.
Consider your ways. Consider how greedy you are. Consider how inconsiderate you are, because you got yours and your brothers don't. Look at the condition of our people, man, of our wives, of our fathers, of our sons, our daughters, man. Look at our people in a bad state. Give me what you got. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Read that.
Now we know that ye are the temple of God.
That you are the what?
That ye are the temple of God.
So when we build in the Lord's house, we build in our people, because you are the temple of the Most High. You are the vessel the Lord wants to dwell in. You understand that? But if you are torn down, you molded, you full of sin and corruptness, he can't dwell with you. So it's our job to clean up our people. To first use this word and prove that it works, clean up ourselves, clean up our minds, and then try to help clean up our people so the Lord can dwell in you. Read this again.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
right?
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Don't you know that? Did you know that? That the literal Spirit of the Most High dwells within you. A lot of people got to meditate on that the Most High Spirit is supping with you, man. The Most High is dealing with you. Read on.
If any man defile the temple of God,
Right?
him shall God destroy.
And that's the message. You know, build yourself up in the spirit, build yourself up in righteousness, because if you defile your temple, if you allow, you know, demons to just run your mind, sin to run your life, you to have unclean hands, the Lord gonna kill you, man. Because the Lord gave you that body, he gave you that mind, he gave you those gifts and ability to serve him. That's why you got it, not to serve you, but to serve him, to magnify him, to not be selfish, man. So your mind's supposed to be on the people of the Lord. What can I do to help? What can I do to help build this house? And that's what we're doing, right? So the topic of the day is hell is fake, man. Hell not real. So we're going to kick it off with this video real quick. We're going to get straight to it. Let's get to it. You see what we got. Check it out.
October 2nd, the most traumatizing and awakening day of my life.
Me and Rob will be married 3 years in this October, and in those 3 years, God has really been growing him, and the way he has been dealing with him has been very peculiar. I mean, the dreams that he brings to him, you only know that it's from God, because man.
So, give me Sirach 43 and start at 1. Give me that, Yasha. So I'm gonna say this before they get into it. This was about a dream a brother had of hell. So, long story short, hell was created to scare black and brown people into submission. That's the concept of hell, because when you start reading about hell in the Bible, there's no place. There's no place where, when you look into creation, there was no place where the Most High said he went into the midst of the earth. He created layers of hell. It's a body, it's got a belly, it's got arms, it's got a head, it's got legs. There's no place. So this dream, give me that, Sirach 43 and 1. I'm gonna show you about dreams, y'all. Read this. Sirach 43 and 1. So he based all these things that he about to tell and scare all these people into running to the church. This got almost 6 million views. A lot of people, they're afraid, right? So they use fear to control people. Whenever you turn on the news, they talking about, oh, we don't have food. We got food. Oh, we running out of air. People believe that. If they was to get on the news and say we was running out of air, people will start tripping out. We running out of water. They will believe that. So they use these fear tactics to control weak-minded people. Get that one precept, y'all said, the simple believeth every word. The simple believeth every word. They use simple-minded people to believe things like this, but it's your job to get into this Bible and research this. So I'm gonna tell you about dreams, and then we're gonna tell you about the simple-minded, and then we're gonna go off into the video. Read that.
Proverbs 14 and verse 15.
Listen to this, y'all.
The simple believeth every word.
The what?
The simple believeth every word.
It was almost 6 million people that watched this video. The simple believe every word, but what?
But the prudent man looketh well to his goings.
Right, he gonna look in there and find out. And that's how we gotta be. Don't just believe anything that you hear. You know, you hear me, Trinity? Don't just believe everything. Oh, well, they said and they said, who cares? Figure it out. Go in there and do the research for yourself. Now give me Sirach 43 and start at verse 1. Listen to this.
I had a precept.
Bring it out.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 21, to prove all things and hold fast to which thou is good.
Right, prove stuff. Prove it.
Sirach 34, verse 1. The hope of a man void of understanding are vain, and false and dreams lift up fools.
What do dreams do?
Lift up fools.
Man, a fool will take a dream and build a whole life off one dream that they had. You know, one dream that they had, and they'll take this dream and build a whole life off of it and say God gave it to them. Say they seen this and they seen that, and they don't even realize you haven't. I think you have hundreds of dreams a night, and you only remember one. But they'll take this one dream out of millions and millions of dreams that they had and build a whole life. Read this. That's what he did. Read on.
Verse 2. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow.
Right, you can't catch a shadow. You ever caught a shadow? So it's telling you that you don't follow your dreams, man. Unless it's from the Most High. When it's from the Most High, you gonna know. There's a big difference from a dream that you have casually and a dream from the Lord, man. Matter of fact, get that for me. Genesis 40, I believe. The dream came double. Look at that real quick. The dream came double. Keep going, Yash.
Verse 3. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another.
Right.
Even as the likeness of the face to a face.
Right.
Of an unclean thing.
So read that one more time. It's Genesis 41 and 32, Trinity. The vision of what? Read that one more time.
The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another.
Right, so sometimes you can, throughout your day, you can see something or do something or hear something. And then later on at night, you'll have a dream that resembles something that you did throughout the day. That's just how your mind works. But you can't take dreams and make them reality, man. Unless the Lord bring an angel to you. You'll know. An angel will come to you, you know, or he'll give you a dream twice. Give me that. Genesis 41 and 32. Listen to this.
And for that, the dream was doubled.
The dream was what?
The dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice.
Uh-huh.
It is because the thing is established by God.
Right.
And God will shortly bring it to pass.
Right. Sometimes you'll have a dream. It might not be. See, I've had dreams. It was the same thing, but it came. It was like, even remember Joseph? Joseph had to dream about the sheep and the goats, and then he had to dream about the sheaves. But it was all the same number. It was 12. Right? So you'll get the same, it'll mean the same thing, but it might not be the same exact way. But the thing came double. So a lot of times when you have the same dream twice, it's the Most High. You know, or an angel will come to you in your dream. And you'll pass out and the angel will pick you back up and you'll be in the third heaven and you'll know. So is there more on that? Y'all should skip. Go ahead. Go back to the dreams.
Verse 3.
Go to the next verse.
Verse 4. Of an unclean thing, what can be clean?
Right.
Cleansed. And from that thing which is false, what truth can come?
30. Verse 5. Listen.
Verse 5. Divinations and smooth sayings and dreams are vain.
Are what?
Are vain.
They're vain. Read.
And the heart fasteneth as a woman's heart in travail.
Read on.
If they be not sent from the Most High, in thy visitation, set not thy heart upon them.
Right. If it's not from the Most High, sent basically an angel, don't worry about it. Just keep living. Read verse 7.
Verse 7. For dreams have deceived many.
Right. So the enemy can give you a dream. The enemy, we talking about spiritual things, man. The enemy can whisper in your ear while you sleep, man, give you a dream, plant a seed. Dreams have deceived many. Let's get that. Who had a dream? Martin Luther King had a dream. Let's get that in Jeremiah. I believe that's Jeremiah. He had a dream. Jeremiah 23 and 25. Listen to this.
Jeremiah 23 and 25.
Listen close.
I have heard what the prophet said, that prophecy lies in my name,
That prophesy lies in my name. Read.
saying I have dreamed. I have dreamed.
Who said that? Martin Luther King. I have dreamed, I have dreamed. A lot of people don't even know that's in the Bible. That's his direct words. He was a false prophet, and he led many to the death by his false dream. So that was so now you learned about dream. Let's go back to this video.
Can think of these things. I mean, and he backs it up with his words. So the dream that you are about to hear is really a testimony from God. And I suggest when you watch this, you not only just watch it and feel that it's something to entertain you, but you evaluate yourself and you make sure your house is in order for when God comes, because no man knows the day or the hour. Because I had to do the same thing.
In another side note, when Christians want to control you, they'll use music. Because music is spiritual. You see how they got the scary music? So they setting the tone. When they want you to give money, they play music that make you cry, get in your feelings. Right? When they want you to be scared, they play music like this. All this is sorcery. We don't play music when we teach. We just tell you the truth. Either you believe it or you don't. I don't have to have no damn band behind me making you get all in your emotions to control you. We just teach truth, man.
I remember it was on a Thursday. Matter of fact, let's take it back. Wednesday night, I found myself looking at these different YouTube clips and watching different
You see that? So he was before he went to sleep. That's why we read that in Sirach 23 and 3. What did it say? Read that again. Sirach 34 and 3. Sirach 34 and 3.
Sirach 34 and 3. The vision of dreams.
The vision of dreams
is the resemblance.
This is a resemblance
of the thing to another.
Of one thing to another. So he was watching this video, then his dream resembled the video that he was watching. And this guy, Mary Kay Baxter, right? A lot of this stuff they got rich off of. So when I was in Christianity, there was a Christian that gave me Divine Revelation of Hell. I read this book. This book scared the shit out of me. It talked about different areas of hell and bodies, and it had an arm, it had a heart, and the more you was in sin, the deeper you went into hell, and people was in cages, and demons was tormenting them, and the smell and the horror, and people was begging, and it was all lies, man.
The heart was the hottest place.
Yeah, the heart was the hardest. And this book scared the hell out of me, man. But then her husband died. Her husband was part of this too. Her husband died a couple years ago of COVID. That's how you know they was false prophets. Mary Kay Baxter and what was her husband's name? Something, I forget his name. Anyhow, when I first came into the truth, right? Because I used to listen to this guy every day. He used to do prophecy, right? Or he used to
Politics and religion.
Politics and religion. You can probably go back and listen. I used to listen to it every day faithfully. It came on at 4 o'clock. And he used to talk about the end of the world, the end of the world, the end of the world. He said you use tear tactics. So I came into this truth and I started reading the Bible along with the Hebrews that was teaching. And I used to think this Christian was so profound. Your mom was there. I knew a little bit of this. I called and confounded him on his show. From that on, I was like, nah, nope. But I'm gonna play this some more. Your mom was there, you remember?
A lot of experiences and
There you go.
different films that they used to scare me.
See?
And I would watch it and it would blow me away. It would catch my attention. And it used to scare me so bad that I would wonder. My mind used to go in a place like, God, is this stuff real? I I couldn't understand it because I've never been to that place. And I knew that it was some form of a soul. And in the middle of my chest were seeds, multiple seeds. I didn't know what they were for. And I realized that I was the only being that could actually move out of my place and look and observe.
So one thing, give me that comparing spiritual things with spiritual. One thing about dreams, when they be from the Most High, you're going to be able to go into the Bible and confirm your dream, man. You know, and that's how you do it. You got to now all the thing about it, all the things that he's talking about, you can't find in the Bible. Give me Isaiah 8:20. So when you get to dissecting his dream, comparing spiritual things with spiritual, you're going to find him a false prophet, man, a false teacher.
I got it.
Give me that.
Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right, that's not true. So he got to be able to go into the Bible because it's different accounts. So you to discern spiritual things, this is the spiritual God is right here. You got that precept, yes?
What?
Comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Yeah, it's 1 Corinthians 2:13.
Bring it out.
Which things also we speak not, that we speak not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, compare spiritual things with spiritual.
Right, y'all hear that? That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Not with wisdom that man teach. So look, we're gonna carry on.
Smell, taste, feel. All my senses were active at this point. And so, I began to look around and to observe the things that I saw, not knowing that this was a dream. I thought this was reality. I thought this was actually happening, and I looked forward, and it was this great shadow way in front of me, way at the end of the line. It was like 1,000 people in front of me, and there was a shadow, a great big shadow, but it had no detail. It was like as a vapor, and I could see that it was a shadow of something that was in the front. And I had many questions at this point in this dream, and out of nowhere, I heard these words: "Depart from me." And this galaxy, this portal, I don't know what to call it, on the right side of God, or Jesus Christ, whoever you decide to identify that spot of judgment, on the right side of him, there was this big portal that opened up, and there will be stones of fire. And normally when you get a lighter and you cut it on, try to spark a flame, but instead of fire, it was stones, and they will leak out of this portal. And whoever that guy said, "Depart from me," flew down this place. And the stones were so hot that it would burn everybody outside of that portal, or the left side of our body or our form. It would burn us, and everybody like, "Ooh!" It was so cold and so hot. You would tell somebody to close that door. It's too cold. That's how hot it was.
It's madness, man. It was so cold, it was hot. It was so hot, it was cold. Woo! See that, man?
And the portal closed. And then he sent them so fast that the screams were late. I was like, ah! It was like, "Depart from me." And it closed up. Then the screams come, ah! And it terrified me. And then out of nowhere, someone snatched us up. Like we moved up the line. And I began to think, I didn't understand where we was. I'm like, oh my God, maybe this is judgment. Yeah, I had many questions, and I would hear, "Depart from me, depart from me, depart from me," and all these different people will be sent to hell. And the part that scared me the most was the people that were getting judged. You could hear when God was talking to them, and you could hear everything they got judged from. So if somebody went to hell for something that you struggled with in your life, you know where you were going. And so I'm just seeing people go sit here, boom, boom, and I'm seeing the flame, and it's constantly burning everybody outside that haven't been
You had something?
Yeah, that part right there, even though he lying, that part right there is true. I want to bring that out. That's first Esdras or second Esdras. Second Esdras 16 and I want to say 64. Here it is. Second Esdras 16, starting at verse 30 or 63 on down. It says, surely he knoweth your inventions and what you think in your hearts, even them that sin and would hide their sins.
Right.
Therefore hath the Lord exactly searched out all your ways, and he shall put you all to shame.
Right.
And when your sins are brought forth, ye shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accusers in that day.
Right. So, you know, give me Wisdom of Solomon 1:8. This is how it goes. Give me Hebrews 9:27. So in all lies, there's a little bit of truth. That's all. Y'all understand that? And you have to be careful of the lie, right? Because they'll mix a little bit of truth in there, man. This is the tree of good and evil. That's why you weren't supposed to eat from the tree of good and evil. You know why? Anybody know why?
So you can't be deceived.
Right, because it was truth mixed with lies.
Mm-hmm.
The tree's supposed to be good or evil. It ain't supposed to be good and evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me Hebrews 9:27. We need a little refresher, don't we? Hebrews 9:27. Whoever got it, bring it out. Bring it out.
Hebrews 9:27. And as it is appointed unto men once to die,
It's appointed unto every man to die once. And then what?
but after this, the judgment.
The judgment. Then you go to the judgment. That's what this guy think he's saying. So that's true. There is a judgment. You go to the judgment seat of the Most High. But then, give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 8. Listen, what happens when you go to the judgment?
Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid.
Right. Hold on. Go back to the voice. The voice of knowledge of the voice. He have knowledge of the voice, right? Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 7.
Now ye may see this.
1 and 7. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 7. Whoever got it.
Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 7. For the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world,
Right?
and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice.
Right. The Spirit of the Most High filleth the world. And he that containeth all things have knowledge of the voice, meaning there's no word that you can speak that he don't know about. Even in your heart. He knows everything. And he watched closely to those words that you speak in your heart. Understand that. Because what you say, I could say something to you, but in my mind, I could be thinking something evil. But the Most High, he got knowledge of those thoughts. And they loud before him. Read this. Verse 8.
Verse 8. Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid.
Right?
Neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, passeth by him.
Read on.
For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly.
Right, so you're standing before the Most High. And the Most High is telling the angels to bring forth your record. Everything that you did, everything that you said, everything that you thought. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly. Read.
And the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord.
The sounds of the words shall come into the Lord, meaning they're gonna play back what you did. You gonna witness against yourself. Everything that it's gonna be, it's just like when you go to court and they say you did something and you say no, I ain't do it, and then they bring in the videotape of you doing it.
Mm.
That's what's gonna happen. Keep reading.
Where'd I leave off at?
Start at verse 9.
Verse 9. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly.
Right?
And the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord.
Right?
For the manifestation of his wicked deeds.
Right. So that's how it happens. You die once, you go to the judgment, Hey, your sins are brought before you. So give me Psalms 32:1. Psalms 32:1. This is why we do the things that we do. We're going to walk through it.
Psalms 32:1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven.
Blessed is he who what?
Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven.
So there's some men, some women, some children that will go before the Most High that's going to be blameless. You understand that? That's why we do the things that we do, because we want to be blameless. It's things that you can do on earth that you can be blameless before the Most High. Don't think that it's nothing that you can do. You can ask for you can ask for forgiveness, right? But there's things that you can give me James 5:20. Whoever quick on that sword. Watch this, James 5:20.
James 5:20.
Read.
Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death, and shall hide a multitude of sins.
See that? Somebody break that down for me. Break that down for me.
Could you read it again?
Read it again.
Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death, and shall hide a multitude of sins.
Break it down.
It's basically saying if you can get a sinner to transform from that mindset and the ways that was taught to him, which was contrary to the word of God, and repent and return back to the Most High and keep the law, you blot out a multitude of your own sins and transgressions.
That's right. And when you go through this Bible, you're going to find there's many ways. To honor your father and your mother is another way. To give tithes is another way. To give to the poor, right? So give me John 9:1. I'm going to show you. So you go up to the Most High. Your sins are brought before you, or either you already forgiven and the Most High judges you, right? Give me John 9:1. Give me Psalms. I ain't brought these out in a while, man. Psalms. Let me get it.
I got John.
You got John.
What were the other ones?
You gotta listen. We moving fast. I'm not going off no notes. There's no such thing as a place in the middle of the earth where you die, you tormented by devils. No, the hell is on earth. I'm gonna show you where hell is. Watch this. We're gonna play this video real quick. We're gonna play this video. Most High willing, it do play. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I can play this. I remember it used to let me play, but Esau be hate.
You want to do it how we did it before?
How we do it before?
You disconnect it and start playing the video, and then connect it back while it's playing.
Here. Do it real quick. Give me what you got, David.
John chapter 9 verse 1.
Bring it out.
As he passed by, he saw a man blind from birth.
Right?
And his disciples asked him, Rabbi, who has sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?
Y'all hear that? Hey. Listen.
Why are you short to work Why are you short to work if you're tired?
See that? So that's hell. That's hell, man. And I see we going through hell as a people. We going through hell is on earth, man. Hell is when you living in the curses. So when you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and you read down from 28 and 16 on down, you see that's hell. We living in hell. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 66. I'm gonna show you what hell is. You see that?
Alright.
Listen to this.
Deuteronomy 28 and 66.
I want y'all to listen real close. Listen.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Your life is gonna hang in doubt before thee. Meaning what? You're gonna go to the grocery store, your son gonna go to the grocery store, there's a 50% chance he not coming back. You're gonna get pulled over by police, there's a 50% chance that you might not make it past that stop, that he may kill you. That your life is gonna be always in doubt. That's hell. Read this again.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Right?
And thou shalt fear day and night.
And thou shalt what?
And thou shalt fear day and night.
Read on.
And shall have none assurance of thy life.
You're not going to have no assurance of your life. There's only one certain people that's living like that in America, man, and around the world. It's the Israelites, it's the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Even so, look at the so-called Mexicans. They don't have assurance of their life. Their life is in doubt. Especially if they don't have a green card or papers, and they need to provide for their family. They going to work and getting snatched up. It's literally fathers leaving work and never coming back home. Wives, this man was crying for his wife. He had seen his wife. The dad took ice and came, got his wife. Imagine that. You go to work, your wife don't come back home. Day 1, she's still gone. Day 2, she's still gone. Day 3, you find out ICE got her. And don't nobody know where she at. Read this again.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Right?
And thou shalt fear day and night.
Read on.
And shall have none assurance of thy life.
Read on.
In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even.
Right, in the morning you gonna be looking for the day to end. And what?
And at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning.
You trying to get through the days, man. You praying that you just make it to the end of the day. That's hell, man. So we see, give me Maccabees, the 7th chapter. So these things are too high for heathens to even understand because they never been through hell. Give me John. Give me Luke 16 and 19. Give me Maccabees 7.
7 and what?
Just go through them curses when the mother was talking. Right? Maccabees 7, because she had a whole lot to say. She said, it's 2nd Maccabees 7. Salakia, 2nd Maccabees 7. 2nd Maccabees 7. So this is one of our four mothers. 7 and 22. Listen to what she said.
2 Maccabees 7:22. I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you.
But what?
But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generations of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again.
Will give you what?
Breath and life again.
Right, so she understood regeneration. She told him to die a manful death. But don't worry about it because the Lord's going to bring you back. That's how it happens. And our forefathers and our foremothers, they knew that thing. Give me John. Give me where Yahweh Shah told him, if you can receive it. If you can receive it. Not everybody can receive it. Look that up for me, Yasha, real quick. No, not everybody has the faith to believe that you right now you live in the sins of your past life, whether good or bad. You either living in punishment or you living in reward.
Matthew 11 and 14.
Listen to this.
And if you will receive it,
right?
This is Elias, which was for to come.
He said, Yahweh Shah said, if you can receive it, if you can just put down how your mind think that it's hard to comprehend that you've been here before. Sometimes it could be hard to comprehend that you could have been to this earth hundreds of times, man, in different bodies. That's hard to fathom. You know what I'm saying? Because it says that very day the thought perished. Keep reading that.
Verse 15. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Right.
But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
Right, so that's all I needed on that. Give me Psalms 146 and 4. Give me that, Trinity. Psalms 146 and 4. Listen to this.
Psalms 146 and 4.
Read that.
His breath goes forth, he returneth to his earth, and that very day his thoughts perish.
What's that mean? Read it again.
His breath goeth forth.
What's that mean?
He dies.
He dies, right? Read.
He returneth to his earth.
What's that mean?
He goes back to earth.
His body is buried. So his breath go back to the one who gave him breath. His body go back to the dirt. Go ahead.
In that very day his thoughts perish.
His thoughts perish. His thoughts, everything that you did at that life gets erased. Your spirit go back to the Most High. He wiped your slate clean so you don't remember the past life. Go ahead.
This is what I believe though. This is what I believe, and I could get precepts to prove it. But I know we get it's a restart. But I think that there is I want to say twinkling or tinkling of just inkling of short memories from our past lives in the current lives that we live in, like little glimpse like that. That's what deja vu be like. The world calls it deja vu.
Right. So you're gonna get that, but like just remembering like what you did yesterday. Like you can remember what you did yesterday. You can remember what you did on your 12th birthday. You can remember, you know what I'm saying, certain things. Though you might get a little flash, but your thoughts gonna perish. Like your past life, you may see like a face that'll you ever notice like deja vu is there and it's gone?
Yeah.
Yo, you trying to grasp it.
Yeah.
You know it, but it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. Because if it was there, you'd be able to put it together. But your thoughts, the Lord wipe you clean. This whole concept of heaven and hell is made up. You ever wonder why
Larry.
God is white and the devil is black? You ever wonder why? You ever thought about that? Watch this.
Larry Reed uncovered or showed, and I got a kick out of this. And this is Kenneth Copeland, who is 147 years old. I know he says he wants to live till, I forgot how old, he looks like he's that old. But listen to what he says about the color of the devil.
Be convinced he's ebony black. Why? Has the white man, the yellow man, the brown man, anyone been persecuted like the black man? No. Why? Well, the color of the skin. That's what I'm trying to get over to. I'm convinced he was ebony black and gorgeous. Have you ever seen ebony, the woody stuff and grain? And he had musical instruments built within him.
He may have a fetish for black men. You know, them white guys, they just weird, but so God is white with blue eyes and the devil is black and gorgeous.
Ebony black.
Ebony black and gorgeous. This stuff is all made up. So the Lord showing you this is why you should fear the Most High. Because He's able to destroy the body and the soul. In hell. The Lord is able to take you from this life, erase your memory, and torment you in your next life. The Lord is able to make you be born with damn one arm. The Lord can make you be born with a short arm with 4 nubs on it. He can make you be born with your heart outside your body. Make you born with your brain outside. The Lord will mess you up. The Lord will don't test the Lord, man. You sitting, the Lord is patient with it. You got to understand the Lord. You think, oh, nothing happened today, nothing happened tomorrow. Man, the Lord played a long game. He played a long game, man. The Lord said, man, it's a scripture, if I can find it, it talk about when you die, you're going to be born to a curse. And if you live, let me get that. Let me get that. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Give me that. Sirach 41:9. Listen to this. Sirach 41:9. Don't play with the Lord. It's another this is an exotic regeneration precept right here.
Says Sirach 41:9.
Start at 8.
Sirach 41.
Verse 8. Start at 8.
Verse 8 and 9. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God.
Right.
For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction.
Right.
And if you be born.
And if you be what?
And if you be born.
He was already born. You see that? He's talking about a wicked man that's done wickedly. He's already being judged, but he telling this man, if you be born. So what happened? He died and then he was born again. Read.
And if you be born, you shall be born to a curse.
Damn. And if what?
And if you die, a curse shall be your portion.
Hey, he put you in that perpetual cycle. When you die, it's going to be a curse. When you born, it's going to be a curse. When you die, it's going to be a curse. So you're going to live a horrible life and then you're going to die a horrible death. Don't play with the Most High, man. That's the part of the fear of the Most High. The more you fear him, he'll teach you his ways. See, our ways, we see what's in front of us. We see next week. We see tomorrow. We see vain really when we look, man. That's how we look. We look with vanity. But we gotta look through the eyes of the Most High, man, and understand that he's a terrible God, man. He's full of mercy, but you don't want to get on his bad side. That's all. You don't want to tempt or test the Most High. Well, let me see you don't want to be the type of child that's always trying to push and see what you can get away with. Because the Lord, look, man, so let's get Luke. Luke 16. I'm going to show you how it's done. Luke 16. And we're going to end there. This wasn't going to be long. We're going to go through hell and life after death slowly. We ain't going to rush it. And I'm going to take y'all through all the precepts. You had a question? Go ahead.
So when you come back, do you stay the same? Like the same way you were? Your spirit?
Your spirit is. The spirit is all the same. It's always the same. Watch this.
Your vessel is different.
Watch this. Give me Revelation 22:11. Right? That's a great question.
Revelations.
Judah and Gracie.
Hey. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they probably gonna come back as frogs next time.
Give me First Corinthians 15:35. 15:35. Y'all should watch this. That's a great question. Read that. What you got?
Revelations 22:11.
Listen.
He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
Read it again.
He that is unjust, let him be unjust still.
The Lord said, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still. So when the Lord said, let there be light, did he ask? No. Light just happened. So the Lord is telling you, if you're unjust, it's because you've always been unjust. So when you come back to this earth, if you was unjust, you're going to come back unjust. Read.
And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still.
If you was filthy, you're going to always be filthy. Read.
And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still.
But if you was righteous, you still going to be righteous. Read.
And he that is holy, let him be holy.
And he that was holy, you still going to be holy. So that's what happens. Your spirit not going to change. You have some?
I was just gonna say, so the righteous, you gonna know the righteous by them keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
They gonna want to keep the laws of the Most High. You have some?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
My question is, do people like relive the same lives over and over?
No.
Because
Go ahead.
it's been like multiple times where it's been a day that like the day happened before.
Well, you gonna be faced with the same temptation. So we're let's get that precept through regeneration. We're being cleansed through regeneration.
Oh,
You getting that?
I had
you
something
had some?
else.
Bring it
I
up.
had
Bring it
something
up. Bring it
else.
up.
I had 2nd Esdras 7:58. It says that if he be overcome, if he be overcome, he shall suffer as though thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the things that I say. Hold on, that's not it.
Get this, Judah.
Salakia.
Until you get yours. Give me Titus 3 and 5. Titus 3 and 5. To Judah's question. I want y'all to listen. He said, when you come back, do you live the same? It's like, did you live the same lives? Which is a good question. These are the things that you're supposed to ponder on. That's when you start. That's a good place. Like the question that you had, Grace, and the question that you had, Judah, that's a great place to be. When you start questioning, you thinking out the box. You're not just consumed with social media. You thinking great thoughts. You thinking beyond, you know. Listen to this.
Titus 3 and 5.
Listen.
Not by works of righteousness,
right,
which we have done, but according to his mercy, he saved us.
By what?
By the washing of regeneration.
By the what?
By the washing of regeneration.
By the washing of regeneration, meaning every time you come back to this earth, you get a little bit better. Yeah, you going through the same test.
So you keep on redoing it so you get it right?
You gonna get it right, man. Yahushua got it right. David got it right. You getting it right, man. We getting it right. Through the washing of regeneration. You had some?
Yeah, I had 2 Ezra 7 and 56.
Bring it out.
Says, for while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
After death. A lot of people don't consider that because they on a low level. They on a low level. That's a beautiful precept, Yasha. Read that one more time.
2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 56.
Bring it out.
For while we lived and committed iniquity, we considered not that we should begin to suffer for it after death.
Right. Now give me that Corinthians 15 and 35. This is how it happens. So a lot of people, they want to know. Now you know what another question I used to ask? I was in a Bible when I first started. I was in a Bible debate, and one dude scoffed me. He said, "So what body you come back in?" That's what he was talking about. He was talking about Elijah and John. He was asking me, was Elijah, was it the same body? Was John the same body as Elijah?
Didn't Yahushua address that?
Give me that.
Because when that question asked, and he was like, you know, thou fool.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Okay. We talking about the wise, but listen to this. Paul answered it perfectly. Listen. Concerning the body that you're going to have when you come back. Listen. 1 Corinthians 15, start at 35. Listen.
1 Corinthians 15 and 35.
I want y'all to listen.
But some men will say, how are the dead raised up?
Right. What body you gonna come back? When they get the question regeneration. Read.
And with what body does they come?
Right. What body you gonna have? Read.
Thou fool.
Thou who?
Thou fool.
Read.
That which thou hast sowed is not quickened except it die.
Right. So the body that you went to the dirt, it's gone. Read.
37. And that which thou sowest not that body, that shall be.
But what?
But bear grain, it may chance of wheat or of some other grain.
Right, so you got different grains. So a seed was sown and wheat can come up. It's a grain can come up or any grain. So we don't know the body, but it's going to be in the same fashion. The Lord chooses the body. He chooses the body. You created in the womb. The Lord give you different. Hey, he could give you a bad body just to punish you. You know?
2 heads.
He can. The body that you got is from the Lord. You know? There's a lot of women. I wish I had a big booty. You know what? You had a big booty last life.
And it destroyed you this
life.
life.
You had a big booty. You had all them curves. You know what you did?
What you doing now?
It's different in different ways. The Lord could keep you from sin. Now you might be skinny, but guess what? That skinny body is keeping you from dying. You know? It's a little less funky. You know what I'm saying? But give me Luke 16. What you over there thinking about? Luke 16. Luke 16, we're gonna end here. Luke 16. And start at Luke 16. You know, and every time we go into this, we're gonna get a little bit more deeper, most I willing. Give me Luke 16. Start at 25.
Luke 16 and 25. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thou good things.
Right, he was in heaven. But what?
But Lazarus, evil things.
He was in hell. Read.
But now he is comforted.
Now Lazarus is going, in the world to come, Lazarus is going to have heaven. What? And what else?
And thou art tormented.
And the evil, the wicked man, the rich man, he going to have hell. Read this.
And besides all this, between us and you, there's a great gulf fixed.
Right, so Abraham said, even if I wanted to help you, I can't. The Lord put a great gulf. And that's going to be the mindset of an Israelite. He going to want to help the heathen. He going to want to help Esau because he was made a certain way. Abraham, he's telling Esau, the wicked one, even if you cried enough that where I tried to help you, the Lord fixed it where I can't even get to you. And that's going to be the kingdom. He going to have hell and hell perpetually. All these nations that did these things to us is going to be hell, meaning the lifestyle that we live in torment and anguish. Right now, he got the Israelites begging for food, man. You don't think the Most High listening and watching that? You want to make these people grovel at your feet while you feed yourself the most pricely meats, the delicacies. You're eating the delicacies of the earth while you got God's chosen people graveling for scraps, fighting for scraps, begging for scraps. So read that again. Read that again. Start at verse 25.
25. But Abraham said, Son, remember thou that in thy lifetime.
And that's how it be. Ain't it be like that? Somebody got something, you asking for some. They be like, nah. But then when you got it, what you say? Remember what you told me? Don't it be like that? No, remember what you told me? That's what he told Esau. Remember in your lifetime, those blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was asking you. Remember that. Don't forget that. Read.
Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things.
Right.
But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
Read on.
And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot. Neither can they that pass to us that would come from there.
Right. Can't change that. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.